Built an amp rack. Used 1/2 inch poplar. Realized it's a little bit soft of wood because when one screw went in, it kind of stripped it, as when you do with metal or cheap plastics, etc. So I noticed that. But anyways, this is going into my mother's vehicle. So we have a Orion 1001D. If you know anything about these amplifiers, please, people, check them out. Underrated. They did start building their pieces in China, but rip one of these apart and look at the boards, and you will see these guys do not use all the cheap parts as a lot of amplifiers do. Orion is still killing it with their technology. In-house builds, etc. they'll call it. But anyways, this amp, what's so important is it says 2,000 watts, but if you actually check out the information on this, this bitch does 4,000 watts. And it does the 2,000 watts plus, easy, underrated on the voltage thing that it has. It does it at 12 volt, 0.5 ohm. Like, and it only rates it at 1 ohm. Like, this is a crazy amp. It's actually pretty good. But anyways, back to just the basic build and conversation about it. So we got two 4 channels, which either I'm doing, this is a front channel amplifier. I will do bridged. It's 480 watts times 4 ohms. I will go into the speaker stuff and all that another time, what I have running in there. And then this will go on the rears, which I plan on, it's a Nissan. Plan on putting the 6.5s in the doors. They don't have them in there. It did come with, I believe, with the Bose surround system, etc. So the pockets are already there. And then, of course, the 6x9s. So I will have 2 rears. So I will also run this possibly bridged. Excuse me, bridged as well. Went with, just try this new company. Just came out. New Concepts, it's called. Don't seem to have any problems with their stuff. It seems to be a cheap brand for what you see. I don't know if you're paying for the name or what, but quality for it, very, very good. I've played with this one. This was already in a vehicle, so that's why it does not look brand new anymore. My blue fuses and stuff, but actually really good quality stuff. Phenomenal bits. There's no cheapness at all inside this at all. Anyways, and then I have in the back, I built a case for, it's just a small 800 watt battery. It's just something just to help. It's only 1,000 watts it claims. It's not like she'll be bumping it. And I do have an idea for a hidden battery bank, or to do something else, not for competition, because obviously they're strict about their classes. Anyway, so there, I built that for the back. Now this will tuck into the spare well, so this will go along the left side of the car, and then so when you open up the trunk, your enclosure will be facing you. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to give you an idea. 1/2 inch poplar wood, all redone. Amp rack. I plan on taking the thickness of this wood here and building planks, so that this will go up here, and then one will come up along here, and we'll have one come along the top. That'll come out, and then I haven't decided if I'm going to see how this flares out down here compared to see how skinny it goes, and then it cuts in and goes here. Well, I'm going to decide if I want to cut that to follow that line, or am I just going to go straight back with the thickness that it is there, because I have to see when the trunk is open by the tail light, will you see this gap if I leave this gap here and only go with the plank to say here when it actually goes further over, etc. And then once I have this plank on here, I'm also building, because this is going to be 3 inches out, so I have a lip. I'm going to be putting a false board over top of this and cutting out all the pieces with, of course, my router, all my information that I will be using for all this to continue. I will put on my next part 2 of, I guess, of this, so you people can follow. That way I can go into this. This was just spur of the moment. I decided to make a quick film because I'm pretty happy with the way that this is turning out. This will also be added. I recommend these for anybody. If you can't find a line driver for really cheap, get one of these. As you can see, that says input gains. Well, when you run these on here, these things run up to like 5 or 7 volts. Now it's distorted. I got this one running at like 4.56 something volts. No clipping, no nothing. As the dials, you can see those dials I had set up. See how the max on the volume for subwoofer is literally that as far as it can go, because it would clip anything after that. And then of course the frequency is really hard to read on these to set. So I'm not sure if I really like that, but I noticed when I turned the frequency up also that it started clipping. So obviously a little crazy, but I did get 4.5 volts clean RCA power, which is a huge deal. And I got that for $55 on Amazon. Great steal. They went up a little bit in price because I'm guessing that they were a very hot item. But yeah, so anyways, there you guys have it. Now what I was going to have, this is what's going to be cool, is I'm going to have an amplifier that I'm going to mount. That's why this is this way, because I plan on mounting an amplifier in behind here that will either A, strap to that one, so I can either A, have an extra system to either for say go to competitions, or if strapping in the category I would be in is illegal or prohibited, then I would go with another amplifier. That could just be for competition only, tune for burping, maybe of swapping port. I found a cool program that I figured if I build the biggest port, then I can always build a port that detaches from the box and make it more narrow, like an arrow port on a baffle that bolts into place to change my port or frequency. So it goes from a daily driver to an SPL burping machine. Something cool like that. Haven't fully decided. But anyways, so there you have it. Just a little bit of toys. So you guys can see the things that I do kind of build. I have put up a few other videos. I will show you one of my builds that I have here is this. And this was the amplifier that I was thinking of stashing on the back. It's a Terra Amps HD 8000. But these are roughly the enclosures. I just started building a little bit more better as for this type of quality subwoofer. That's an American base 1044 XFL. I have it down, it's bridged, parallel. So it is running at 2 ohms into that amplifier. That's a T-line, by the way. Just so you can see, that's a T-line. I can drop specs and all that kind of stuff on that kind of thing. But anyways, yeah. This is the area that I have. Literally, you can put a 4x8 sheet in here. I have a propane tank heater that I get going for mostly like the adhesives and stuff like that. Paints, if I'm painting boxes, etc. I am in Canada, so it does get a little chilly here. But anyways, yeah. So I just thought I'd just share that with you guys. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. And hope that you push the subscribe button. It seems that everybody has this saying on YouTube. And check out a few more videos. Hopefully my editing and all that kind of stuff will eventually become more attractive to more people. Car audio is a dying hobby, but for us diehards that love it. You can never stop watching videos when you start watching them. So hopefully this will come across somebody and you'll see the build. I'll be doing all the wiring and all that kind of stuff and showing you how to tuck that, and then debating, do I paint this? Do I want to keep it natural? Or do I want to go carpeting? I am going to be putting blue neon lights inside this. Maybe yellow. I would like to go with the black and yellow theme. We are in Hamilton, etc. But anyways, you guys all have yourself a safe holiday, and stay COVID free.